All right. Let's pick it up. I think we can probably finish this game here. At least the main story.
I should have been a crafter. They make good shards. But I have thumbs.
Oh, we can do a lot of skills. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Looks like I missed a couple.
Words to live by. Did she really say this? Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Oh yeah, these are repaired now. So back 11/19/64. Just rapid inspection of Gaia Prime site. Just rapid inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control remind me of Starship Bridges on those cheesy old SF vids. Living space for Alpha has already completed a prefab module. Fingers crossed, we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not feel that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bright Side designing ZD project labs, drawing out protocols. The base we are repurposing is huge, plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office lab. I'm not a fan of glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was on ensconce me as all-seeing presence. Ugh, opposite effect. Makes me feel watched. On display, tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak, scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, hollow heaters, the first residence block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac-Rim and Austin candidates. How scared and confused they must be, snatched off the street, carted across the world, held themselves here, hoping to understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the ZB site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon, except MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine assemble and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 10T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted, which was completed by 04:30. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to ZB. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan, but the truth is I miss her. Developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Sleep to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Farsians will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about the Alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no failsafes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey messages to the Alphas. Naoto replied in less than a minute with a poem. Of course, the building of the ship by Longfellow, and it's new all night. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be launching a ship rather than building one. The stanza or couplet or whatever left out of me. Many, with all its fears, with all its hopes and future years, is hanging breathless on their fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZB. Guess I should stop by Naoto's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressing in my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
The moon be real cold. Won't it? better
Find
wares.
better wares.
Don't. You'd like to buy?
Have you just polished that armor, was it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
To take over my brother's ship today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off courting that noble. Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Petra?
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge Woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Marat asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. It is nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luther?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so... What? Did you hear the one about the poor, the bracelet?
Text Dick on his quest. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating dressed up like me. You should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out, but not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out of here to G Prime for final inspection with Harris and the president's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look at me in the face without thinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keep him out of Elysium and away from me. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase. As though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't blue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this, and advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar Seawall. The news is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days, not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
It rises taller than the highest tree. Please.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
For all what's wrong.
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed did it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Alright. We'll fast travel back. Last fast travel pack. Alright, final journal. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said collapse of the eastern line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincher maneuver versus Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize codes and lock down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew, of course. They knew that work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests around. King system has work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here testing the pulse of each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. But here we are, setting up Gaia Prime. And yes, such a close thing. It makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper protocol, there never would have been living species constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least we don't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. And yet, the genetic material was never processed out of the cradle side, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really, really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia. Our one generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The sailing has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive, for life's sake. I'll go tell the others.
They'd never make it across the Great Bridge. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Final battle. Here we go.
care.
Can't get a wink of sleep. Got my bed from the card room.
Boland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
It's time to sleep, Aloy.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Alright, here we go.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
And what is it?
Machines.
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Keyless!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have fixed me long enough.
Should have fought me with the Sun Ring then.
Why do you fight?
more of this. Locked again. He's quick.
Good.
The shadow will reach you wherever
You have fixed it long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight? Accept it. Accept your
Blocked again. Damn it.
only endless night.
He's too dangerous and close.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that!
Well, that sucks. Killed 10 machines weak to fire while burning or weak to freeze while frozen.
Now it's bad. Time to go. it to another platform.
Whew, that was fun.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Teb?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow Demons.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting. Hades has started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. Benora, Vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
My fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
The metal devil must fall.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for. Prioritize entity.
Don't let them mob you, Aloy.
Thanks for the warning! I'm getting knocked around here!
Working on it.
Knew I could count on you.
Always got your back.
We got them!
That one was the last.
With the time I've got left, I can do this. That's it. My way's clear.
The servant is dead. Now, the match.
Whew. That was intense. Alright, let's fucking go.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
It's Gaia? No, it's Sobek.
Master Override armed. To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV, so the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query, you were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query, what did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query, what did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Whew. Yeah, it's a good game.
Friend, remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Silence, what are you doing? Ended the War Machine threat. What time is it? Alright, we're gonna just continue. Alright, well, let's take a look. What trophies do we need? Dang, we need to kill 3 enemies using strike from above. Unlocked and use the override for 7 different types of machines. Found and knocked over all grazer train dungeons of the Nord region. Killed at least one of every type of combat machine. Killed at least one of every type of transport machine. Or at least have some mark in all 3 trials at once. One blazing sun mark in all 3 trials at 1 hunting ground. Scaled all tall necks. Took back all sediments. Oops. Reach a core of every cauldron. Earned at least have sun on trials. No blazing sun on trials. Kill corrupted machines in every corrupted zone. Encounter focus scan in every type of machine. Found a wooden effigy left by a Banuk traveler. Found access all vantage data points. Found all metal flowers. Found all unearthed figures. Found all ancient vessels. Covered ancient technology, put it to use. Given Aloy's action, all possible optional allies join the defense. I might not have. Alright. Well, it does look like you have to play New Game Plus to get it. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll pick this up with all the collectibles. Until, I'll probably pick this up later tonight, but I'll probably do a lot of this off stream. And then we'll pick it up when we start the Frozen Wilds. So maybe in a day or 2. Anyway, catch you guys later.